Welcome everybody to CEDIA Day 2. This is the Virtual Expo 2020. I'm really excited to show you another sneak peek. So as you know, when you go to the trade shows, one of the best parts of visiting different booths is seeing what kind of products they're going to be releasing next. Well, that's the same with AVPro Edge, and we're heartbroken that we're not able to meet you in person. So what we're doing this year is doing these videos, giving you a sneak peek of the products that we do not have release dates on, we do not have prices on, but our engineers are hard at work developing unique solutions that are going to fit your future installations. Yesterday we talked about USB extension, but today I have a new product that is really special. So without further ado, let me tell you about Axion. Axion is a matrix switcher infrastructure. It's not just one single product. This is a product that can do many things, and it's based on this chassis. This is a 16 input, 16 output matrix switcher chassis. This is a switch that we're selling right now. I have taken the hood off so we can look a little bit further into the card structure on how this product works. But what the Axion system is it manipulates you're able to manipulate it to fit for any of your installations. So if you need 10 inputs and 16 outputs, or 2 inputs and 16 outputs, or only 10 outputs, you can mix and match different cards to build the matrix switcher, not having to pay for products that you don't need right now, but with the ability to upgrade later by adding additional cards. There's also ways that you can loop out and add additional units to go even beyond 16 by 16. The Axion Infrastructure also has this beautiful new web GUI for control, and where this product goes is for those ultra high-end luxury homes that need full home distribution with many zones. They want 4K, they want 18 gigabit per second, they want Dolby Vision, they want Dolby Atmos sound, and they want it throughout their entire home. Well, in order to do that, you really do have to give them a high, powerful luxury switch, and that's what the Axion does. So without further ado, let me talk a little bit about this infrastructure. As you can see, we have different spots right here. We have your inputs. There's going to be 8 spots for putting your input cards, and you'll have 8 spots for your output cards. Right now, you can enter your input and output cards inside just like that. This would be an output card. We'll put it in here, and then you would be able to snap it to a board. We have a board that's in here that is going to connect to each one of these cards and allow the entire system to switch so that you're able to see any of the inputs on any of the outputs and repeat any of the inputs however many times you would like. For the input cards, you would just like this, and the output card, it slides right in. You use these screws and screw it right in. If you're not going to use it, you have these nice plates that we can still just cover up the hole. Don't worry though, you don't have to do any of that. When you order an Axion switch, the AVPro techs would put this together, build it, make sure everything is working and it's tested, and then it gets sent to you so that when you receive it, you're ready to install it immediately, and you can install with confidence knowing that it's ready to work for your installation. So let's break down some of the input and output cards that the Axion currently has in this stage, and some things that you will see in the future. For the inputs, we have, of course, HDMI. We also have an HDMI that has Dolby down mixing built into the switcher. That means you're able to intake Dolby Atmos and Dolby HD signals and down mix those to 2-channel so that you can send them throughout a whole home distribution system. We also have a card right here that has, as you can see, has an additional HDMI slot. This is for a loop out. So if you have a source that you wanted to loop out and use again in a different part of your system, or you wanted to go into another matrix switcher on top of this one for additional inputs or outputs, you're able to use that same source and loop it out with this. Now, as the Axion grows, you will see additional input cards grow as the product grows. As you give us your feedback and tell us what kind of cards you see, our engineers will be hard at work to develop those for you. Some of the ones we've talked about are cards that have fiber inputs, have HD-based T inputs, and even beyond to other things for broadcast, SDI, and the future. The only thing that we're restricted on this product is what the market wants, what our integrators want to see from us. Whatever you want to see, we will be able to create it for this entire ecosystem. let's take a look at the output cards that we have right now. Of course, we have your HDMI. Oh, this is the input card. So we have your HDMI output card, so it'll send out that 18 gigabit per second 4K Dolby Vision HDR signals. But we also have HD-Base-T, and this is using ICT, so you're actually still able to send 18 gigabit per second 4K signals with HDR. But if you want truly uncompressed 18 gigabit per second 4K, you're gonna have to go with our fiber optic outputs. This is not out yet, but will be coming out soon. And with this, you'll be able to send uncompressed 4K signals extremely long distances over a single piece of fiber. Now you put all this together and you have yourself a very, very powerful and stable ecosystem for audio video switching and distributing throughout an entire home. But what is really nice is how you're going to control this. And so now I'll bring up on screen the actual web GUI that you would be able to see with our Axion system. This is a completely rebuilt web interface that you're able to now switch to any of the sources in a very clear way. It looks really, really nice, so that after you're done with setup and you set your EDITs and you set everything, you're actually still able to give this to the user of the home, let them know the IP address, and they could handle the switching with this, looking like a professional control system that came directly with your switch. Also, this of course will have drivers for all of your favorite control systems like Control4, RTI, and Crestron. So this will be able to fit perfectly into those same ecosystems, except that you're going to be able to have the robust abilities that you get with this AVPro ProEdge Axion matrix switching ecosystem. So because this is still a prototype, we don't have everything finished, but I did want you to take a look at what the front of this matrix switcher looks like. As you can see, we have it very sleek. We've removed all white paint, so it looks very subtle inside your rack. You're able to install this with confidence, so that when the end user gets to their rack, they'll know that they're looking at a very, very high-end piece of electronics. So without further ado, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me for day 2 CEDIA VirtualCon. This has been a sneak peek of the Axion system. I hope you like what you've seen. If you wanted more information, I'm sorry there's not a lot out on this, but you could still call us at 605-274-6055, and our representatives would be able to tell you all about it, what we have coming, and the other products that can fit for these installations that you need right now. Make sure that you follow our newsletter and our other social media accounts, so that you will be able to see the news when the Axion system is launched and get in on the training on the ground floor. If you have any other questions, let us know. But other than that, thank you so much for joining. My name is Tom. I'm with AVPro Edge, and I'll see you tomorrow.